Hi, and welcome to a new segment I'd like to call Mark Levitt Reviews the Top Movies of 2013. But the twist is, I haven't actually seen any of these movies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to review the movies, and I'm going to review them based upon what I think they're like, and based upon what I've seen on commercials or other reviews. Okay, let's see how accurate I am. Let's see. Okay, ready. Okay, let's talk about The Wolf of Wall Street, okay. Typical Scorsese excess. DiCaprio's probably having sex on a pile of money, drinking lemonade made out of money, overacting, over-emoting, shouting, describing how he loves greed, money, etc. Stuff we've seen before from him. Greed is what you should be striving for. But at the end result, DiCaprio feels empty inside at the end of the movie. Okay, that's what I think it's like. What I figure is it's okay. It's, stuff we've seen before. All right, anyhow. Next movie is American Hustle. Okay, American Hustle. A-list actors in 70s clothing. That's my review. There's probably a drug bust. Somebody gets shot. Somebody gets imprisoned. Jennifer Lawrence does her blurty, truth thing about sex, just shouting, saying whatever's on her mind, and alluring some guy into bed with her. That's probably the movie. Okay, so now I've done that one. Let's see, Gravity. Okay, Sandra Bullock is in space and can't breathe. Okay, we've all had that trouble. Okay, so and we care about Sandra Bullock because she's really, really nice, and she's in love, or becomes in love with George Clooney. And at the end of the movie, she survives, and Sandra Bullock and George Clooney do a little heavy breathing. That's what the movie's about. Okay, she's lost in space, can't breathe. She through some camera techniques, they show her going like this a lot. Like stuff like that, and she gets some kind of Oscar nomination, but that's what the movie's like. Okay, let's go on to the next movie, 12 Years a Slave. Okay, dude is forced to become a slave, sold into slavery after he's a free man with his family. So the whole movie is he's trying to keep his dignity, trying to keep his soul, his morality, amidst torture, pain, burden work, whippings. That kind of stuff is what the movie is like, and we're vicariously experiencing that kind of pain through Emejifor. Is that the actor's name? Emejifor? Elijahfor? Some kind of unpronounceable name that usually wins the Oscar because of the unpronounceability of his name. Okay. Now we have come into Saving Mr. Banks. Okay, Walt Disney. It's basically a movie about Walt Disney and him wanting to make a movie about Mary Poppins and him trying to convince the woman that's the inspiration for the movie that it's a good idea. Okay, so we hear Hanksian charm. He smooth talks her, self-effacing, gets her to obviously do the movie because there's not real pressure or stress about it. We know that the movie is made. I mean, gee, I wonder if he's going to make this movie. I mean, it's one of the biggest movies of all time. So I don't really understand why they made a movie about something that we already know is going to happen. But I guess the whole thrill is in the adventure and whatever. Go see it if you want. All right. Let's see. Then we have Her, the movie with what's that actor's name? He was in Walk the Line, or whatever the hell his name is. Can't remember his name. But anyway, he falls in love with his computer. I saw this concept already on Big Bang Theory, where Raj falls in love with his Siri. It's the same thing. They basically robbed this premise to do this movie. The guy falls in love with his computer. And of course, there's parallels between man's love of technology because it serves his every need. And some people like to be on Facebook all the time. I don't really know anybody like that, but there are people who do. And that's what that movie's about, okay? So we already know what that's like. I don't know why we would see a movie about it, frankly. Okay. So I guess that's my reviews of all the movies that are important this year and that I have not seen and that I can't see because I never get out. So I hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully next year I'll prepare a similar list of movies that I will not have seen and that I have some opinions on. Okay, talk to you later.